Hello, 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 hello. Hope you're all having a great day. So, we've kind of been finding winner after winner and decided to do a top 10 right now. And in number 10, I have SHLL, Turquoise Acquisition Corp. And they're about to do a merger with Hillian. And Marathon Capital acts as exclusive strategic and financial advisor to Hillian Inc. on its merger with Turquoise Acquisition Corp. I believe this acquisition, which I believe is going to happen in September, will be a massive catalyst, and we could see this stock skyrocket. Full disclosure, I am a shareholder. I do own 100 shares, not a large position. It's been as low as 950, been as high as 34.67, currently at 19. I think it has a chance to blow. Turquoise Acquisition Corp is a blank check company. It aims to acquire one or more businesses and assets via a merger, capital stock exchange, asset acquisition, stock purchase, or reorganization. It is based in New York, United States. My number 10 pick for August 2020. It's a tough time to pick stocks. Markets around all-time highs. And we just had reporting on Apple, Amazon, Google, and Facebook, all of which are all up. Specifically, Amazon and Facebook are both screaming, by the way, in case you missed it. In case you missed it, they are screaming. It's true. That's bullish for the market. That is bullish for the market. So I'm going to give you 10 picks today that you probably haven't heard of a lot of these companies. Some of them are smaller companies. Some of them are different companies, because I like to bring you guys something different. I like to open up your mind. I don't want to keep saying Amazon, even though clearly Amazon is a winner. I'm not going to keep saying Facebook, even though clearly Facebook is a winner, because I've already given you those picks. I want to give you different picks. I want to give you new picks. I want to give you guys different things to think about, different things to look at. I want to open up your mind to possibilities which could be endless, and bring you some of the biggest and the best opportunities possible in the world of investing. That is my modus operandi. Now look at this. One of the reasons why I own this stock, one of the reasons why I like this stock, is the share structure. 23 million issued and outstanding based on what I see here. To me, that's a very tight float. Those are the types of companies I like, low floaters, and bar chart kind of agrees, 80% buy. So in number 10, Turquoise Acquisition Corp. In number 9, okay, so if you guys have been watching me, I've been talking about these guys a little bit. Lancadia Holdings. I think now is the time to position ourselves in Lancadia Holdings. This is a gaming stock. Another company that is in the process of a restructuring, a reorganization. Another company that is essentially very similar to SHLL in the sense that they are looking for acquisitions and mergers. Lancadia Holdings, it was in the $11 range today, $11.91 it finished, and it's already up after market to $12.05, up 1%. I believe this is a company that can go much higher. I believe they can go much higher. I do. They've been as high as 17. They've been a little bit lower, but I think they can go way, way higher. And I think the acquisition of the gaming company that they are acquiring the casino. As you can see here, Lancadia Holdings is a blank check company. Sound familiar? Its purpose is to effect a merger, capital stock exchange, asset acquisition, stock purchase, reorganization, or similar business combination with one or more businesses. Lancadia Holdings is based in Houston, United States. Another one that I like, another tight floater, up 35% in the last few months, but it's been as high as $17. I think this goes way higher. Way higher. I think this has a chance to be a screamer, actually. Like an absolute screamer. And this is just a story that's getting started, right? Very similar to SHLL. So, love to know what you guys think about my number 9 pick, Lancadia Holdings, which I think has a chance to be a big winner. Love to know what you guys think about Lancadia Holdings. Now, in number 8, this is one that I've been playing with a little bit. Our community has been trading it, and I think it's time we put them on the list. It's a smaller company. Now, remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. Always do your own due diligence. Always do your own research before you invest in anything that we talk about here in Rich TV Live. Remember, Rich TV Live is not a licensed advisor. I am an investor just like you are. Yes, I am part of a trading academy. Yes, we have a lot of winners. But what goes up does come down, and we are a momentum trader, okay? And as a momentum trader, my job is to identify momentum. So what is going up right now at some point will come down. So be careful. Always use stop losses, use proper risk management. But you can see that the companies I'm bringing you, for the most part, are very strong companies. And as you can see, another one here with NXO, NXOPF Technology Corp, who's partnered with NVIDIA, $400 company. This is a $1 stock in Canada, 74 cents in America. 100% buy with the strengthening short-term outlook on maintaining the current direction. Long-term, the current direction fully supports the continuation of the trend. I think it's a beast. I think it's an absolute beast. I'm not saying that it can't go down. It's already gone up. So of course it can go down. Anything can happen in the markets. I think their partnership with NVIDIA is clearly a game changer. And you can see here, based on the fact that it's up 123% in the last month, 209% in the last 3 months, 416% in the last year, that it's clearly on fire. It's been as high as $1.14 in America, which means it's got a lot of room to jump from here. And I say it does. So I bought this before, I sold it, and then it went higher. It's still higher from when I sold it. So I like it. And it's been a screaming pick, and I thought I would just share it with the world. Whoever wants to watch this video will get access to this pick. So NXO in Canada, NXOPF in America, partnership with NVIDIA. That's good enough for me. 400% gainer. Yeah, kind of a good one. I don't know what you think, but I think it's a good one, and could be just, you know, screamer. And like I said, any company that's got a partnership with NVIDIA, look at this. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like a partnership with NVIDIA, a $400 stock. Look, I ain't making this up. Like, this is big. You want to talk about a game changer? This is big. Now, just so you guys know, my community has been trading this already for weeks. So if you want access to these picks early before they go up 400%, you can join my trading academy. Email me, richtblive@gmail.com. Love to get you guys in the academy. Love to get you guys in on these plays way early, you know? NVIDIA, like, you had me at NVIDIA. You know what I mean? So to me, that's big. And I like NVIDIA. And I like $400 stocks. And but I like $1 stock even better. So Next Optic, 74 cents in America, dollar pretty much in Canada. I think this thing is just a beauty. And, you know, it's joined the NVIDIA Partner Network as a preferred partner. Like, that's crazy. Like, epic. Like, absolutely epic. Now, number 7, fortunately, these guys do not have a American symbol, but they do have a Canadian symbol. The Very Good Food Company. So I am a shareholder of this company. I did bring them at $1 to everybody. They went to as high as $2.50. After I brought them to everyone at $1, they hit around $1.99. So they almost went up 100% after I did my video. I am a shareholder. I do own 20,000 shares of Very. I'm looking to hold this right now because I believe in plant-based foods. I believe in the direction of this company, okay? Now, I'm not saying that this can't go up and can't go down. I mean, it clearly has gone up and then come down and then came up again, and now it's coming down again and consolidating. In my opinion, it's going to go higher. It just got listed in Frankfurt, Germany. It's starting to get more visibility. I think it's doing all the right things. It's literally sold out. These guys are sold out. If you buy a product, you can't get it for 4 to 5 weeks. I think that that's a good sign. I know people are going to say, oh, it's a backlog, but yeah, that's a good sign, right? Like, what's going to happen when they can actually deliver like the next day? So obviously they're going to be working towards that. And I say that these guys just scream. Okay. In the last month, up 46%. And they're not even listed in America yet, but they just got listed in Frankfurt, Germany, and oversubscribed on a $5.2 million offering. They got $8 million. That's very bullish for me. I see that as extremely highly bullish. Apple's doing a forward split. Wow. Apple's announcing a forward split. That's crazy news. That is crazy news. So whenever they split, we should just buy those shares immediately. Those are just going to go right up again. Okay, the Very Good Food Company announces listing on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. This is it, guys. They're not even listed in America yet, guys. That's how early this is. I'm telling you guys, I think this is a $10 stock. I think this is a 10 bagger. I brought it to you at $1. I think it goes to 10. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I own 20,000 shares. Let's see if we go for a ride. Okay. But they just got listed in Frankfurt, Very in Canada, VERY. Just got listed in Frankfurt under the trading symbol OSI. CEO Mitchell Scott stated, since our initial listing in Canada, we have been fortunate to receive inquiries from investors internationally. The team has been moving as quickly as possible to make our shares available to investors outside of Canada, and the Frankfurt listing is a key milestone in that process. The Very Good Food Company, Inc. is an emerging plant-based food technology company that designs, develops, produces, distributes, and sells a variety of plant-based meat and other food alternatives. These guys were on the Dragon's Den, and the Dragons love their food. Everybody loves their food. I've been doing my research. Hey, what's up, Troy? How you guys all doing? Thank you guys all for being here. I've been doing my research, and I think Very Good Food Company is going to be a giant. I'm calling it right now, like I called Baby last year at 30 cents, and it went to $2.97. I think Very Good Food Company does something crazy. They're like one big partnership away from exploding. If they get a deal with a fast food chain. How about a McVery burger? Just putting it out there. A McVery burger. I'm just saying, man, I think it could be crazy. I think it could be absolutely crazy. Absolutely, positively crazy. Very good food company. I think has a chance to be a giant. Okay. And they even oversubscribed on their placement. So let's go back here. Like, success leaves clues, right? So let's just do the work. Let's put in the work right now, right? Let's put in the work and let's just look. So, very good food company announces upsize of previously announced bought deal financing. So they raised money at $1.30. Clearly, when you raise money at $1.30 after you went up to like almost $2, your stock's going to go down, and that's what's happening. And I think that's creating a buying opportunity. So I believe it still could go lower, could go to 130, could even go lower potentially. Anything can happen. Okay, I believe that will create buying opportunities for us. But I do believe long term, because of their share structure, because of the way this company has been structured with a very tight structure, very similar to Beyond Meat. I think that this is a company that has enormous upside. Sorry, they went from $5.7 million to $7.4 million in the offering. They went from 5.98 million shares at $1.30 to 8.521 million shares. So it was 8.5 million shares, raising $7.4 million. Okay, so if it does go, if they do the full proceeds of the over allotment option, they could raise up to $8.5 million from this transaction. That's huge. So all of a sudden you got this company and they're backdated. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Very good butcher. So it's a very good butcher. They're literally sold out everywhere in Vancouver, guys. I'm here in Vancouver. They're sold out. Check this out. This is why I think these guys are going to explode. They're sold out. They're sold out. I want to remind, they're sold out. They're sold out. Look, due to overwhelming demand, processing time on orders will be 4 to 5 weeks. 4 to 5 weeks. 4 to 5 weeks. You want their food? You're going to have to wait a month. Yeah, that's got to change. Obviously. This is a beast. I'm telling you, these guys are going to be an absolute beast. They're not even available in America. America's the biggest market. They went Canada first, then Germany. Then they're going to America, I'm sure. Once they open up in America, this stock's going bonkers. Everybody's going to want a piece of this. Look at this. You tell me you don't want a piece of that? Come on, guys. We're early. This is your boy Rich here. I'm telling you guys, we're early to this story. We're early to this story. And they got everything I'm looking for. Tight share structure, everything I'm looking for. Let's take a look at the share structure. Is it here? They don't got it here. Damn. That's okay. I'll look at the share structure another time. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of very good butcher. They're not even listed in America yet. Just got listed in Canada. Just got listed in Frankfurt. Just getting started, guys. And I think the upside is tremendous. That's my number 7 pick for August 2020 and beyond. I think that's a great company. Number 6. Okay, so 5G is getting big. This is a company that I think has enormous potential in 5G, Ericsson. Currently at $11.54. I think this is a company that we need to watch. I think Ericsson right now, due to 5G demand, is a great time to consider Ericsson. And you can see they're 100% buy on bar chart. And I believe due to the fact that 5G right now is getting rolled out, I think we need to start looking at 5G stocks. I think Ericsson is a reasonably priced 5G stock, in my opinion, with a lot of upside. I think we could see this stock go to $20. It's at 11 right now. I don't think that $20 is unreasonable. Okay, so that would be a huge return on our investment. You could see that right now. Analysts agree. 7 analysts, 6 are saying strong buy, 1 is saying moderate buy. And you could see they are up 25% in the last month and 45% in the last 3 months, 87% in the last year. And if you've been part of my community, you know that I've been talking about this stock for quite some time. I've been talking about this stock for quite some time. And they've been secretly up 87% since March. So I believe there's a lot of opportunity here. And I'm not saying that it can't go down, but I think due to the 5G, Ericsson has some huge upside. That's why I like this play. Ericsson is a world-leading supplier in the fast-growing and dynamic telecommunications and data communications industry, 5G, offering advanced communication solutions for mobile and fixed networks, as well as consumer products. I think this is a company to watch. See, 5G in titles everywhere. Ericsson is 5G play. You got to look at 5G. You got to look at Ericsson. And let's take a look at their share structure. 3 billion shares issued and outstanding. And look at that market cap. A market cap of $35 billion. This is their opportunity with 5G right now rolling out to increase their market cap and grow it maybe to a $100 billion company. So I think everybody should put ERIC on alert, and they are my number 6 pick for August 2020. In number 5, my number 5 pick for August 2020 is another 5G play. And it's a very, very affordable Nokia. I like Nokia. I think Nokia has a lot of potential. I think the price is right. 80% buy on bar chart. $4.45 for Nokia. Yeah, guys. This could be a good one for us. Okay, another one with billion shares. You know, lots of shares, billions of shares, just like Ericsson, right? Another play with lots of shares out there, but 5G, guys. Think 5G, think of momentum. Follow the money. Where's the money going? Analysts think, 5 of them think strong buy. 3 think hold. 9% up in the last month. 35% in the last 3 months. 90% up since March. Nokia, my number 5 pick for August 2020. Nokia is the world leader in mobile communications. Backed by its experience, innovation, user-friendliness, and secure solutions, the company has become the leading supplier of mobile phones and a leading supplier of mobile fixed and IP networks. Nokia, guys, 5G. Look, And all you see is 5G and all the titles in the news. 5G, 5G, 5G. And guys, Qualcomm is another one to watch. It's not on my top 10, but it almost made my top 10. I really like them too. But they're not in my top 10. That's a little bonus pick for you guys for being here. And in number 4, here's a new one that I know you've never heard of, guys, but you're going to find out only on this list. Guaranteed. Purple Innovation. PRP. Purple Innovation. PRPL. PRPL at $23.55. But I'm not necessarily looking at buying Purple Innovation. I'm looking at buying the warrants because they're so much cheaper. I'm looking at the warrants. PRPLW, which is at only $6, 100% buy, top 1% signal strength, and was up 7% today. I think if we can get these warrants, we may be able to make a killing. And this might go to $10. And that'd be a nice quick flip. You know what I mean? So I like this. Purple Innovation Inc. I like the warrants. They're a lot cheaper than the parent company. And they are my number 4 pick for August 2020. Let me just show you guys why. See that 100% buy, top 1% signal strength? Yeah, it's a screamer, folks. Screaming pick. Screaming pick. Up 72% in the last month. 510% in the last 3 months. 3,300% since October of last year. That's right. That's right. So I had to bring it to your attention. Because if there's a stock up 3,000%, I got to let the people know. I got to let you know. Right? I got to let you know. I got to let you guys know when stocks are up like this. When stocks are screaming like this, I got to let you know. Purple Innovation. You could buy the stock too, PRPL. I think that's going to go up too. But I just like the warrants price, and it's got a lot of volume on the warrants. So you can get pretty much the same thing at a discounted price. We'll see how much the parent company is up comparison to the warrants. Look at this. Analysts agree. 5 out of 6 say a strong buy. This is a stock that's just been screaming. So look at this. So the warrants are up 3,000%, but the stock itself is up only 400%, which is still phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. You could buy the stock itself. But like the stock itself is up 35% in the last month, 149% in the last 3 months, and 432% since March. Whereas the warrants are up 3,000%. So might be a little bit more upside there. But you could buy this one too. Purple Innovation Inc. designs and manufactures products, which includes mattresses, pillows, and cushions using its patented hyper-elastic polymer. The company markets and sells its products through direct-to-consumer online channels. And you can see some of the news. And they are expanding with the new facility in Georgia. And this is how you do your research, guys. You just do your research, find undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies, and then just literally look into them, research them, get to know them. They just created a new plant in Henry County, Georgia, creating hundreds of new jobs. Yeah, so what they're doing right now is in a time of panic, they are creating new jobs by growing and expanding their business. Purple is a leader in comfort product innovation and specializes in the development and production of products such as mattresses, pillows, and seat cushions. Purple has a 30-year history of innovation and manufacturing of advanced cushion materials through its two founders, Tony and Terry Pierce. Today, Purple has over 670,000 square feet of manufacturing space in Alpine and Grantsville, Utah, but is ready to expand its manufacturing capabilities and footprint across the United States to meet increasing consumer demand. I think they're setting up to do something for COVID-19. I don't know why, but if they're opening up all these plants, could they potentially be doing something with COVID-19? Something could be happening here, guys. So we need to watch this very, very carefully, okay? Because something's been happening and these guys have been screaming. My number 3 pick is KIRK. Here's KIRK. They're my number 3 pick. Hey, what's up? How you doing? So my number 3 pick is KIRK. Kirklands Inc. Another 100% buy, top 1% signal strength. A screamer. It's been flying. I've never heard anyone ever talk about this company before. Now be careful. Past performance is not always an indication of future results. Up 126% in the last month, 629% in the last 3 months, 876% in the last year. This is a stock that's been screaming. Kirkland Inc. is a specialty retailer of home decor in the United States. Although originally focused in the Southeast, the company has grown beyond the region and currently operates the stores in the States as well as the e-commerce enabled website, kirklands.com. So this is a company that's just been screaming. And anybody that's opening up stores or has an e-commerce business could potentially be screaming. And this is a stock that's been screaming. So I want you to look into Kirkland Inc. A screamer, and this momentum may continue. That's why they're my number 3 pick. And I'm looking for companies with tight floats. I'm looking for companies in hot sectors. And I'm looking for companies that are hot. This has been a screamer. Up 24% today alone. Kirklands Inc. KIRK. 100% buy, top 1% signal strength. My number 3 pick for August 2020. And I still think at this price point, there's a lot of upside for KIRK. Now, my number 2 pick, NAVB. My number 2 pick for August 2020, another screamer is NVIDIA Biopharmaceuticals, NAVB. Another 100% buy. Another one that's been screaming. 2 analysts on it give it a strong buy. NVIDIA Biopharmaceuticals Inc. is a biopharmaceutical company focused on the development and the commercialization of precision diagnostics and radiopharmaceutical agents for diseases such as cancer and Alzheimer. 2 of the biggest problems we have in the world today. I think this is potentially a game-changing stock. up 32% in the last month, 485% in the last 3 months, 891% in the last year. I think this has a chance to be a screamer. It's been screaming already. And if this continues, I believe there's a chance for this stock to go maybe to $10. Okay. And I'm not going to get into all the research that I've done and why, but let's just say that I think this is a company that has enormous upside. And anytime you start talking about cancer and Alzheimer's, you got my attention. So NAVB is my number 2 pick for August 2020. And in number 1, this is going to be a shocker to you, but I like junior miners. I like this stock. I don't currently own any shares, but I really like this stock. Braveheart Resources. So I'm going on a limb here with a penny stock. This is a more of a long-term play, maybe short-term, maybe long-term, however you want to look at it. But I like this play. I like this price. And I think one day you're going to look back at this video and you're going to say, holy smokes, Rich was right. This is my number 1 pick for August 2020. I think that Braveheart Resources has a chance to not only go to 20 cents, I think it has a chance to maybe even go to $1. And it's BHT in Canada and RIINF in America. It's a long shot, but I like long shot deals once in a while. This is one of those long shot deals that I think could help the community. And my modus operandi is to help the community find underappreciated, undervalued, underexposed opportunities. I think now is the time for us to really consider Braveheart Resources. I'm not saying it can't go lower. I think it could, but I also think it could go way higher. And I really like this company. I like this company as an early stage miner. As an early stage miner, if these guys find gold or any other resources, we could win big. And I'm going on a limb here that Braveheart Resources, a fully reporting bulletin board company in America, by the way, which means that they're fully reporting, fully compliant. Okay, it is a penny stock. Now remember, past performance is not an indication of future results, but I have a feeling that this little 11 million market cap company could one day become a 100 million market cap company, which means that they would have to 10x their market cap. And I think there's a good chance that could happen. I think there's a very good chance it could happen. And that's why I have Braveheart Resources Inc. as my number 1 pick in August 2020. Because I'm going on a limb and I have a feeling that this stock is going to scream. And I don't know why, or I don't know when. You can see it's a very small volume stock, but I just have this feeling that you're going to look back at this video one day and you're going to say, you know what? Rich was right. You know, Rich called this small little penny miner at 13 cents. And today it's at 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents, 90 cents, $1, maybe even more. Look, it's up 35% in the last month, 170% since May 29th. 200% since April 22nd. I'm telling you, something's going on here with Braveheart Resources. Look at this. They just arranged a $8 million financing facility. So success leaves clues, guys. They engaged investor relations. You can see, look, they're engaging investor relations. They arranged financing. They're setting up to do something big. They're setting up to do something big. And they are a precious metals exploration company. And I just got this feeling that something big is happening here. And if we can get in early, we might be able to win big on this. This could even be a 10x, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if this went to $1. The company plans to advance the Bull River Mine project in a phased approach wherein a surface stockpile of mineralized material will provide the initial feedstock to the upgraded mill facility. The company's decision to continue with upgrades to the surface infrastructure and process mineralized material on the surface is not based on a comprehensive feasibility study of mineral reserves that would otherwise demonstrate economic viability. Illumina is excited to support Braveheart as management moves to advance the Bull River Mine project, said Adi Nanmani, managing member of Illumina Partners. We may be seeing the early innings of a metals super cycle. And if we can get in early on this stock, in seeking opportunities to get more exposure to metals in general and counter inflationary precious metals in particular, we were impressed by the value proposition that Braveheart brings to the table. I have a feeling something's going to happen here, guys. About Braveheart Resources Inc. Braveheart is a Canadian-based junior mining company focused on building shareholder value through exploration and development in the favorable and proven mining jurisdictions of the East and West Kootenays of British Columbia. Braveheart's main asset is the Bull River Mine project, which has a current mineral resource containing copper, gold, and silver. That's right, copper, gold, and silver. The property is fully developed with 21 meters of underground development in terms of ramps, raises, and drifting on mineralized structures on 7 levels. The surface infrastructure includes a 750 ton per day conventional mill with adjoining crushing facilities, as well as offices and mine maintenance facilities. Property is connected to grid power, and there is year-round access to the site by paved and all-weather roads. Guys, this is gonna blow. And when it does, I just want to make sure you know. This is your boy Rich from Rich to Be Live. All we do is bring you winners. I have a feeling that Braveheart Resources becomes a huge winner, and that's why I'm bringing it to you guys first. My #1 pick for August 2020. Braveheart Resources. Bob, Harry, Tom, BHT in Canada, RIINF in America, Robert, Investment, RIINF, Robert, Investment, Nancy, Frank. Those are my picks. Those are my top 10 picks. SHLL is number 10. LCA is number 9. NXO in Canada, NXOPF in America, number 8. Very, number 7. Very Good Butchers. Eric, ERIC, 5G stock, Ericsson, number 6. Nokia, NOK, number 5. 5G stock. PRPLW, the warrants, number 4. PRPL is the parent company if you're interested there. Number 3, KIRK, KIRK. Number 2, NAVB. Nancy, Apple, under Bob, NAVB. And number 1, Braveheart Resources, BHT in Canada, RIINF in America. And I got to give a shout out to National Inflation Association because they gave me this pick, put it on my radar, put it on my watch list. And I've already made money on this pick. And I'm just looking for another entry. I do not own shares right now, but I am looking to get in. So if I do get in, I'll let you guys know. Braveheart Resources, my #1 play for August 2020 and beyond. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich to Be Live. We've been doing this since 2017, and we're going to continue to do it. These are 10 picks that I think are going to be screamers. And if you want to see where I put my picks, you can go to richtvlive.com. It looks like this. And follow all of our picks. Just go to Rich TV's picks. And you can see all of our picks are right here. And I just gave another pick today. And our pick is up. So if you go to richtvlive.com on YouTube, and you will see our pick will be updated on here shortly. But I mean, the winning speaks for itself. We almost never lose. And these are all our picks since January. And the peak profit is ridiculous. So, I mean, the winners speak for themselves. We've got unbelievable winners. And we're going to continue to. And you could see we did pick Braveheart at 6.5 cents. It's gone as high as 15. So you could see it's been way higher. Vary as well. So a lot of our picks that we've talked about, and now these are some of our picks for August. So if you guys want access to our picks, get access to them absolutely free. richtvlive.com, Rich's picks. These are my top 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. This is your boy Rich from Rich to Be Live, and I'm out. Peace.